welcome back to my channel, Watch Your Mouth Reviews. This is your boy, James, where I'm here to give my honest review while trying to watch my mouth. It's not going to happen in this video, but we'll live to fight another day. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, Mrs. Best. Y'all say what's up to her.
Hi, beautiful people. We appreciate everybody for supporting James's channel. Like the video, share the video if you support James. If you have not subscribed yet, we hope that you do. I'm happy to
Yes,
be here.
we definitely hope that you do. Directly, my channel is still growing. Mrs. Best channel is still growing. So while you're subscribing to me, please subscribe to her as well. Any recaps or reviews I don't cover on my channel that maybe you may be interested in, like maybe Love and Hip Hop Miami, Atlanta, or even Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, those shows are covered on Mrs. Best channel. So you want to subscribe to her, especially if you want to get our opinions. And while you're subscribing to both of us, we ask that you do subscribe to Shana underscore MCD's channel. She has a new channel, Shana underscore MCD TV, that she is also trying to get monetized, as well as her current channel to get remonetized. She will be on my channel this Thursday, so I don't know where she is with monetization. We'll ask her when the time comes. But either way, show my girl some love and subscribe to her channel. We do appreciate that. I want to say hey to my subscriber Shani. She is here with us today. She was first in the chat. I have to acknowledge my girl. She is here. We appreciate you being here, Shani. Thank you for being here. We got you. We see you. But thank you so much.
Hi, Shani.
Yes. So y'all, this is Real Housewives of Potomac, season 9 reunion party. I am so glad this shit is over. Oh my God. This third part they could have kept. We didn't need it. It was unnecessary. I'm just like, why? Did you hear about Kirk and Medici's fighting? Just a thing off topic. I did not hear about that actually, Shane. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. So Mrs. Best, since this is a show that you cover, will you be talking about this on your channel?
Send me the fight, Shani.
All right.
Instagram, Facebook, I'm everywhere.
Yes, please send her the information because honestly, I did not hear about that. So I'm glad you brought it up. The third part was whack. It was really whack. So let's go ahead and get into it so we can get over to Married to Medicine. So the show opens up where it leaves off where Mia walks off stage. She is so upset. You know, she says, "Not my children. Y'all not gonna bring up my children. Not my children." So we watch her go to her dressing room. At the same time, you know, we do see that Wendy did get a text from Eddie saying that he talked to TJ and this whole situation, which we'll get to in a minute. But we focus in on Mia. Mia is trying to get about her dress. She's taking off her sleeve. She's just, the producer's like, "Hey, just can you stick it out?" She goes, "No, I'm done. Y'all are not going to talk about my children. I said not my children, that my children are off limits. I can't do this. I want, my children." So everyone else returns backstage after getting a little break, and Andy starts the show off. He goes, "Mia's still, not out here," and this is where Wendy takes the opportunity to confront Stacey about what happened with TJ and the conversation TJ had with Eddie, and basically said to Stacey, with, I'm paraphrasing, and she says, "Stacey, pretty much TJ just admitted on TV that you paid him to be with you, and that he said that you didn't want him to come to the reunion because of that." And Stacey's in there with a stone poker face. "That's a lie. TJ would never say that. TJ's one of the best people I know. That is a lie, Wendy. I love you, Wendy. I do, but that is a lie. TJ would never say that." And so Andy's sitting there talking to the control room like, "Y'all got that footage? Y'all better get that footage because that's some good shit. We better have that footage." So everyone's looking at Stacey like, "Oh, what is he talking about?" Then she goes, "I have no idea, but it's a lie. TJ would never say that, and I want the proof. I want the proof that he said that." And so everyone's asking Andy, "Do we have the proof?" And Andy said, "Yeah, Control says we definitely have the proof, but the camera that has it is still following Mia." And they're like, "Oh, really? Leave it to me to delay our gratification here. We need that footage, Andy. We need to see it." They said, "Yes, I need to see it because I don't believe it. Wendy is lying. Eddie is lying. There's no way TJ said that." And we're looking at her like, "Oh my God, girl." Why don't you call TJ and put us out of our misery then, since we can't get this footage? And Stacey says, I am not calling TJ. I'm not calling him. I broke up with him. I'm not going to give him the satisfaction. And I'm looking at her like, Stacey, if you called him and he admitted that he said it, then we wouldn't be going through all this rigmarole. Like, what are you doing? What'd you say, Shani? I'm over here. Wendy had me crack up when she told Stacey, "Oh, girl, the way they going to roll out that beautiful beam footage on you." I'm trying to tell you, Stacey had so much space and opportunity to go up there and say, "You know what? Let me call him right now because I don't nobody be lying on me." And then had a whole nother segment, and that probably would have been more entertaining than this. So Andy was like, well, let's bring Eddie out. How about we just bring Eddie out and he can clear this up? So everyone's chanting, bring Eddie out. And I'm looking like, you are so high school for this. This is so stupid. So Eddie comes out. He sits next to Andy and pretty much tells Andy what happened with the conversation once again. And Stacey is still sitting there talking about, I don't believe you. You're lying. TJ would never say that about me. And looking at Stacey like, he said it to me in his own camera. Like, what do you want me to do? And she goes, I don't believe he said it. Until they showed me the proof, I don't believe he said that. So, Mrs. Best, we're going to pause for the cause here. Why do you think Stacey was so, like, hell bent on calling everybody a lie except for TJ?
Because it's true.
So, Mrs. Best, so me and her were talking earlier, and she and I'm kind of divided. She's stern on Stacey paid that man to be her boyfriend and for the storyline for this season. I'm somewhere in the
No,
middle.
no, no, no. I don't think that Stacy paid him. But I do think that their relationship was a fallacy and that they
Okay.
were on the show due to an arrangement. Do I think that payment was involved? No. I think Stacy probably told him you'll get paid in the media attention you'll get. That's opportunity for brand deals. That's opportunity to be a part of
Mm,
ads. That's opportunity to monetize. I don't think she handed that man money. But I do think that there was some sort of tactic that she used to help him become relevant. And if we watch What Happens Live last night, she was very, very specific to try and bring up and compare this situation to Walter and Kenya. But luckily, Dr. Simone and Cecil were there, and we learned that Walter is the nephew of Cecil and them, and Kenya did date that man years and years and years prior to them even being on the show. And she's never admitted to paying him, and he also admitted that she did not pay him. So Stacey trying to compare and deflect last night, in addition to how she acted on this reunion. Call him. We have seen housewives on reunions across all the franchises call people when necessary to clear up some shit.
yeah.
Okay. So Stacey, why couldn't you call him? Because if he's really grumpy and really has a problem with you, we would expect him to not answer the phone, right? So why wouldn't you call him? Because she was probably scared that if she did call him, he would expose her ass. So she gonna do everything she can to deny, deny, deny to the very end. Listen, we saw Stacy's family. We saw her friend. This is not the person who speaks like they from Detroit. This chick has taken on the persona that came with her career as she came up, and I still think she got a little shadiness up in her. She just hides it well. So I think she absolutely had an arrangement with him. And part of the reason she's doubling down on saying I did not pay him because she probably didn't pay him. But Stacy, don't lie, girl. You know you arranged something with that man because he likes balls and dick. And that's okay. That's okay, TJ. Come out the closet. It's safe. But you're not going to play in our face and then lie and lie and lie. It's giving Karen 2.0 because Karen sat there and lied and deflected for multiple seasons. And now people want to act surprised and stricken that she's suddenly getting a DUI.
Mhm.
Come on now.
How that song go from back in the day? Call him satisfaction guaranteed. Call him when you need someone to talk to. Shady, I came with you, but I agree. That's where I stood as well. I don't think she paid him as well. I just felt like, because to me that's stupid. She can find any old Joe Blow off of the street that is way more attractive and has way more things going for him to have him on the show. and parade around that that's her man. Not to mention she was still married. So it's like I don't believe she paid him. Now, do I think that she did bring him on the show to expand opportunities for him? Absolutely. I feel like that's what anybody would do because this is reality TV on a network that gets high ratings from all over the world. So I do believe that there was conversation of opportunity for him to be on here and expand on that and also use it to his own benefit too. I absolutely believe that. Now, the paying him, I just don't see it. I don't see that because that's not even that's stupid on her part. Because once she's beautiful and she can find somebody, she can actually have a storyline of her dating. I would have much rather have that than see TJ this entire time. So yeah, I don't believe that. But Stacy, I feel like there was more to her situation with TJ that she doesn't want to put on camera or live because it would make her look bad. And she does give me pretentious to a degree. So I think that for me, I think she didn't want anything to be exposed about her. That's why she kept this on hush. But it is, but as the show continued, they still were trying to get this footage out so that everyone can see it. But production was not ready to have it aired because Mia had finally left. They said Mia has left the building. So the best thing that we can do is actually have it on sent to a phone and then we can play it. So that's what to do. One of the producers came back and gave Andy the phone, and Andy played. He sat right next to Stacy and played it. And so Stacy was sitting up there looking at it. You know, she was kind of squinting her eyes a little bit, trying to act like she ain't see it. But they played, and you can clearly hear him say that that he ain't got time for them fake ass people, and that she need to run him his money. He said it very, very clear. And Stacy said, "No, no, no, I didn't hear that. You need to go back." And Andy looking at her like, "You didn't hear that loud ass? Okay, we're gonna run it back." So Andy ran it back for her, and he said it once again. And Stacy says, "I am devastated because that was my best friend and that was the guy I was in a relationship with, and I broke up with him because of how he treated me on the show." And everybody, especially Giselle, was like, "Well, okay, well, you still paid him, and like you still like he admitted it. Like, why would he say that if you didn't do it?" And she goes, "What?" And she's like, "Why are you women sitting up here when you're the ones who told me when we were on the show that, because of how he treated me, that I could do better?" And this is where Kiana probably, she goes, "No, no, 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 Stacey, you're not finna do that. You're not finna rear this conversation to the left now. We all told you it was something wrong here. And now you're not gonna sit up here and try to put this out on us when the whole situation is this man said that you paid him." And I agree. I agree 100%. Like, Stacey was trying to get up out of this any which way she could. And the best thing I would have told Stacey is to just be quiet or call TJ. That's all she could have did. Like, that's all she could have did was either call him or say, "You know what, y'all, I don't know what he on."
That's another way we know she was lying because for the most part, Stacy tends to stay quieter if she knows and believes herself to be telling the truth. But when she's caught in a lie, my goodness, she gets loud and louder and louder. I'm tired of this lady, but I think she makes for a good housewife. I do. Just in how she handles the mess and how she deals with the lying. I do think she makes for like a good classic housewife. And I wish that they would cast more people like her and swap Ashley out with somebody.
You know what? Honestly, I want Stacey to stay because I do think, because a lot of people say that she doesn't deserve a second chance. I'm like, y'all are stupid. Yes, she does. She deserves a second chance. She deserves to be on the show because she was highly entertaining nonetheless. I do, and I think that there's a lot of things surrounding her right now that probably couldn't get explained if she comes back next season. And another thing I want them to do is I want them, now that Karen's going to be asunder, I want them to bring Candace back. I need Candace back next season. Candace, I know you say you be on the show right now, but we need you back, sis. I'm sorry. I need something bigger than, because the Karen needs somebody else.
That woman is breastfeeding right now. Okay. So, I say that to say to be around these bitches, you definitely need to feel inebriated to a certain extent. You need to be intoxicated. You need your liquor or your happy Eddie, if y'all know what I mean, around to deal with these women. So I don't blame Candace. Now, when the baby turned 1 or 2 and she, weans them off the teat, come on back, Candace. Because then she could drink. But right now, would you want to deal with these heifers sober? Look
I
at
would be on
Karen.
this.
I'm just
I would,
saying, look at
you know,
Karen.
honestly, I couldn't be on this particular franchise because I don't like Giselle. I don't like Ashley. Even though Giselle didn't get on my nerves this season, I still don't like her. I don't like Ashley. Um, I'm indifferent when it comes to Wendy. There's sometimes I love her, sometimes I hate her. And Stacy would get on my nerves, and y'all already know how I feel about Karen in this situation with Greg. So I'm not gonna see. It would be I would be the most hated. I would be way to the back where Andy couldn't even see me on the reunion just because of how much everybody would not film with me. So, Coach Chanel, thank you for being here. No, she can't come back. The fans of the show are pretty toxic. I wish we would get together and figure out if we want mess or if we want straight sisterhood. It has to be in the middle of both. You can't just have one or the other.
I think no, I kind of agree with that. I
Really?
actually kind of agree with that. Just because this cast struggles to be in the middle, and I feel like maybe it's something with the area, but for the best housewife franchises, it's either one way or the other. There's either a deep sisterhood to a certain extent that keeps them together and makes them hold on for a little bit longer, or there's just entire toxic mess. So, I think that it does work if it goes either way. But if they do go in a direction of like mess, they don't need to like be acquainted or any of that. These people don't need to know each other. Because other than that, it gets messy and that's where shit gets too deep on shows.
Mm. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm still gonna be in the middle. Like I feel like because it could be a because sometimes sisterhood is mess. Sometimes because you have to understand they're all conflicting personalities that are different, trying to come together to be one unique
But sisterhood's a
situation.
much less toxic mess than some of the other.
Sometimes maybe, maybe not. Like I understand what you just said, but not all the time. Not all the time. As we saw on Love and Hip Hop Miami to be the best example ever. Into Flo and Gael. That's supposed to be a sisterhood. And when things are arise, they do come together. That's one thing I will give them. They got each other's backs. But the dynamic of those two is so messed up for them to be blood sisters. So yeah, I get what you're saying, but sometimes that's not always true.
This is true.
Um, Let me see here. Should she have her best friend AJ on the season instead of that cornball TJ? AJ would have been more entertaining as her best friend. I feel like if Giselle could have Kyle on the show, Stacey could have AJ on the show. That's how I feel about
Stacey
that.
did not want nobody representing the 313 on this show that knew her when she was in the 313 because she would expose her own ass.
Yep.
So we love AJ, but we'll probably only get him and like the
And
sprinkles
Poppy.
come on ice cream.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I agree with that. Yep. I have said it before. I'm going to say it again. I need Katie to get healthy and come back on the show. Katie's not coming back to the show. She has burnt that bridge. And I would love to see Katie back because Katie was my favorite on this franchise. But I don't see her coming back. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all. Yep, it's why I personally love Married to Medicine. It's very toxic sometimes, in my opinion. Also, I have literal sisters, and it's a key and a mess. Yeah,
This is true. Yeah.
absolutely. That's why I said it has to be a good balance of both because they do exist in sisterhoods. And, it just is one of those things where we can't have it one way or the other. We have to have it both. Now, can it be an organized situation of mess? Yes, absolutely. It could be an organized situation of mess, but everybody has to play their part. And in this particular franchise, Housewives of Potomac, not everybody plays their part. We have people who sit on the sidelines orchestrating the mess and then sitting back and watch it all unfold. And we're calling it out as fans of the show because we can see it through the lens. But, there's no repercussion for that. So, but we're gonna move on from Stacey. We're gonna go to they bring out Karen's segment once again. I don't understand why we're focusing on Karen again. I feel like we could have had this be a two-part reunion. First segment solely based on Karen, since we want to continue to bring her up, and then the second part just be about the rest of the ladies because they only had eensy teensy little bits of drama this season. So they show Karen a few days before she had went to rehab, and they show her on her bed. She is fully decked out in makeup, hair. It looked great, and they're talking about her and Ray, how when it came to the situation of her being found guilty, she said that she's never seen the police footage or the body cam footage before the trial. So she said that she didn't know what that was going to look like, and I'm looking at Karen like, okay, but did your attorney see the footage? And if your attorney see the footage, why did he not persuade you even more to take the plea deal that you were offered? Because apparently Karen was offered a plea deal to plead guilty and only do, I think it was like 6 months of community service or something like that. It was barely any jail. It was barely any for what she, has today, which is 2 years, one's in prison and the other one suspension of something. This would have been a whole nother avenue, and she should have took the plea deal. Because I would have, if I knew for sure there was no evidence that would have vindicated me. So I don't know why Karen didn't do that. But in terms, she said that she did not see the footage. And I felt like that was to her own detriment because I would have seen everything. I wanted to see exactly how I looked, what I acted like, and everything like that. So that was crazy on her. They were trying to do another cleanup of explaining Blue Eyes. He was the driver, the bodyguard, whatever he was, because Karen had another DUI a few years prior. And so they hired a driver to make sure that if she did drink, that, she would have a driver to take her home. So I don't know what happened this night, but, that was crazy. So once they look at that, everyone was like, y'all could have just kept that because that's not the Karen we know. That was like Karen trying to clean up and do damage control. And so Ashley brings up that on a train she had met up with a journalist, and it was explained in the footage that there may have been another person driving the car and that fled the scene. And if you listen to the footage carefully, Karen does allude to that she wasn't the person driving. So I was like, interesting. Because now it makes me wonder, then Karen, is the reason why you didn't see the body cam footage, and are you covering for somebody to, kind of not expose that image of infidelity happening in your marriage? Like, what's going on? Because that was an interesting logic that somebody could have been in the car with Karen and fled the scene. Mrs. Best, do you believe that?
Yes, she didn't allude to it in the video. She said it multiple times in the video. She literally said it. Shani just commented literally almost word for word what she said in the video several times. She said it while standing next to Ray. She said it again while in the car being transported. And then she said it a third and fourth time at the station. I watched all them videos. Sure did. I had the time. But she did admit that somebody else was with her. I didn't like that whole blue eyes thing in the comment because here's the logic, right? And I have a spouse who's had one DUI, right? When I say to y'all, if your partner drives drunk, that's a concern in general. You're like, hey, don't do that again. That should be like a major issue. But then if they do that again, that should say, ding, ding, something's wrong. Get your ass to therapy, get to AA, wherever you got to go. Because most people who do not have a problem with alcohol do not get multiple DUIs. And that's the thing I did not like that her and Ray did. Like, y'all trying to downplay something that was very serious. Why is your solution to your wife getting multiple DUIs just hiring her drivers? Why not talk to her further, see if she needs a therapist? Like, why is the solution just hiring her a driver that y'all really know you can't afford? Because she been crying and drinking on this show because of finances since season one, damn near in one way or the next. So all of it is just entire BS. Like the worst thing
Mhm.
that Karen could have done was film this weird ass segment that we had to sit through and watch. It was weird. It was hella weird. I'm like, why are you sitting on the bed all done up? She saw that footage too, James. You know that, right?
What?
She saw the footage. I think she did see the body cam footage.
You think she did?
Yes, that's why
I
she
don't think
wanted to
she did.
get done up.
I don't think she did.
I think she saw that
Because
footage.
no,
I
here's
feel
the
like
thing.
the first thing that if her well her attorney kind of sucked, but he should have requested that body cam footage like the moment that he got the case to like just match up if the client is telling the truth or not. I feel like that should have been done. But I feel like she might have saw it because Karen does use social media. She does watch news. That stuff was on CNN to TMZ. It was on local news here in the Bay. So I'm like, she saw the footage.
I don't think she did because I don't think she would have went to trial if she. Because what grounds would she had if she saw it and then thought, okay, well that's nothing. We're
He
still gonna go
wasn't
to trial.
sober. That's the thing. We know now that that lady was not in her right mind much of the time, which is probably why she was driving drunk. Separately from that, if you listen to the statement that she made when she was sentenced, she apologized. So she has seen the footage, and I believe in her statement somewhere she admitted to seeing it. So she apologized to the court for what she did, going to
The
trial, all these
sentencing
different
trial,
things.
not the guilty trial.
When
The
she was sentenced,
Yeah, that
she
no, no. She said she no. You're right. She did see it after the fact that that she was found guilty. She said that she did see it at that trial. Yes, at the sentencing one, that's when she gave the apology. No, I'm talking about before the verdict of her being found guilty.
the
That was
fact that she prepared any statement and how she's handled this case,
mhm.
I do not believe that she did not see this footage. I just can't, because she knows that that would be something that would be made public. She knows that. So why not prepare yourself for what the world is about to see?
And no, I agree with that. No, because I would have. But at the same time, Karen really isn't that smart. So I'm just saying, like, she really isn't. So that's why I'm like, I can believe that she didn't see it and thought that she had enough grounds to get out of it. I really do. I'm gonna read some of these comments real quick. Karen needed to call Monique and find the lawyers who that she used when Candace was suing her, and also when she quote unquote fell asleep at the wheel after drinking with Ashley. Um, that situation is a little bit different because Monique countersued her. So when you countersue somebody, it then becomes your word versus theirs. And the judges, of course, are going to watch the footage and then find that they both were equally as guilty. That's what happened in that situation. Um, I don't know if she ever. I don't know if she ever got arrested for that. I don't remember. I remember that being a story, but I don't know if she ever got arrested or got a DUI behind that. I don't remember that. I'm going to have to rewatch that to see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't think. See, that's the thing. I don't remember her saying the person wasn't driving. I think the person got out the
She
car.
just said they hopped out the
Yeah,
car.
that's
I
all
feel
I.
like the person was
I
driving,
do too.
but
And I
I
think
just
Karen
don't.
just
I feel like
carried.
they was in the passenger with her drunk ass, probably drunk
I
together.
don't think I'm in the car with Karen. I don't know. I don't. You never know. Do you really see Karen going to jail just to cover up an affair? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She's pretentious.
Absolutely. Because
Yes.
she's gonna take that to the grave with her. I
Because
honestly.
it rocks the foundation of her marriage, aka the institution. That's the one
Yeah.
thing well she'll snap on people about is if they mention her having a side dude, which tells me that she probably do. And honestly, I wish Karen would have just kept it real about having a side piece because we know Ray's stuff don't work no more. And that's okay,
He's in
Karen.
his 80s. Like, what the hell are we talking about here? Yes. Yes, we believe Karen has somebody on the side. Yes, I can believe that. She's in her 60s. Y'all don't watch the Golden Girls? Them ladies was in their 50s and 60s. They wanted
Getting
to have
popping.
sex and fun. They was not trying to
Hmm.
be old biddies in the house. That was not happening. So yes, I 100% believe she would go to jail to cover up an affair. Absolutely. So yes. She said, "Nurse, yeah, okay, wait. Hi Naya, thank you for being here, my love. I appreciate it. Ooh, y'all is comment. Oh, damn, I done lost it. So, Naya, where's your comment at? So I don't want to miss anybody's comment. Okay, so here we go. All right. She really thought she was gonna get off with that excuse of antidepressants and the alcohol. Yeah, she thought. Which once again, I don't believe that. I don't believe her, even when her saying it in the bed with Ray. I don't believe that. I think that that was an excuse, and I think
Nobody just ups their dose of antidepressants for
without
one.
coaching,
It's
yeah,
not like an antidepressant is different from like a benzodiazepine or the medications that are usually given for anxiety that some people like teenagers, the clear skinned teenagers like to use to get high and stuff. Like Karen doesn't seem to be on that type of med. I don't buy it. If she would have upped her antidepressants, we would have noticed it on the show.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Coach Neal said, I don't know if it was a time to be obtuse. Not watching the footage paints her to be less than smart. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, which is why I don't think she did it. I don't think she did. Because if I know watching footage, because they do give a copy of it to your lawyer before the case.
Hmm.
If I'm looking at this footage the way society is looking at this footage, there's no way a judge is going to look at this footage and think the opposite of what everybody else thinks. That's how I really feel like in my mind, based on my just small education factor in criminology, I don't think she did. I really don't. I think she was too embarrassed, one, and I think the shame got to her too. I feel like she didn't want to watch it because she didn't want to be reminded of what the actual events were of that night, of what she could remember. So I think that's why she didn't watch it. I don't think she watched it.
She
And I,
probably didn't watch the whole thing, but that lady had to have watched some of it. But she definitely did not watch the whole thing. But I know she watched some of it and she was also there and remembers some of it. Either way, the fact that you were presented with deals, you did not take them, and you still chose to waste the taxpayer dollars and take your black ass to court just for you and your wig to end up being pulled into the prison. Personally, I feel like she got just what she deserved. It's not too much of a sentence. It's just enough to teach her to sit the fuck down, stop getting behind the wheel while you drunk, and maybe state of Virginia or wherever, or Commonwealth, I believe they are, whatever the fuck it is. Maybe they need to take her license and revoke it. Because why is this lady still even able to drive?
I mean, able to drive and then bought the same damn car that she crashed. Bought the same damn car. Like, what? What? Okay. All right. Because she didn't have no insurance. You remember that. Y'all remember this. Karen didn't have no active insurance on that car or active registration either. So,
Oh, a bitch stay winning. I love you.
oh,
She
I'm
just.
sorry. I gotta get down these comments. I need to see what it says.
Hi,
Hey,
Shana.
hey, Coco Goddess. Thank you for tuning in all the way from the DMV. You know, I love the DMV area. That's a place that I do desire to live at some point. So we might be neighbors soon. You never know. But I appreciate you being here nonetheless. You know, I love when you come through. Okay, then call Sutton. She got a lawyer for everything. Oh yeah, I will be calling Sutton if I ever need. Listen, that's who I'm calling because Sutton lawyer get the shit done. Sutton lawyer got all kind of shit. When it came to Erica, Sutton got all of the backstory, even even cases we ain't even heard of that didn't even make it to the media. So yeah, I'm definitely calling Sutton's lawyer. If I ever need a lawyer, Sutton is who I'm calling. I'm just saying. Let me go through some more of these comments real quick, y'all. Because they didn't talk about shit at this reunion. Let me see. Where was I? Okay. Security, aka escorts. Oh, y'all wrong. And Ray do because Ray says where was he here? Imagine paying a driver a salary and he leaves you crashing a tree.
I'm going to hell. I should not have laughed that hard.
Woo!
Oh
Yeah.
God.
I would want my money back. Just saying. If Quad didn't want to have sex with Dr. G any longer, then yes, Karen, we would believe you not to have sex with Uncle Ray. That's a good point. Two different things, two different dynamics. So I feel like watching Dr. G, in which we'll get to Married to Medicine at some point, in the next few minutes or so, I understood why Quad didn't want to go forward in any capacity
He
with
looked like he bad in bed. I'm sorry. Dr. G looked like he don't know how to give you the D. That's what I'll say.
it. I could believe it. Yeah,
Not
I could look
40
at
years. Oh
Karen
God.
for 40 years, allegedly. I have to say allegedly with this one. She says she started her assault in college.
That would make sense as to why the continuous alcohol struggles, because
No,
that's a
because in the
lasting
story she said
trauma.
she started that when her parents. I don't know, but the Karen be lying.
Aaron lies.
She lies. Hi, Miss Day Winter. Thank you for being here tonight, my love. I appreciate you. Well, you would let me see her drunk once on the show, right? When she was talking about getting her money back from Ray after the taxes. That's what she really angry about. That's what she really angry about, but can't express that. That's what I'm saying. She lives in that
And
old
how
school.
dare her even be angry about having to help pay her husband's taxes back when he afforded you the life to get your black ass up out the farm from Surrey County? He afforded you the life that you have now. So if you did have to pay taxes once, that's marriage.
That's what I believe as well. So I mean, Shani, I appreciate the bubbles from you. Thank you so much, my love. You always showing your love. Thank you. She definitely saw it. That was in October. The reunion was not until December, and her own attorney had already filed charges to get it thrown out.
Clocked it.
Her attorney could still do that without, he could suggest getting it thrown out because he probably told her it don't look good, like the body cam footage. Let's get it thrown out. So he could definitely do that without her seeing it. I don't think I still don't, because to
James
me,
don't want to believe it.
no,
James,
because
the
it
woman
doesn't make sense
saw
logically. Like
footage.
if it makes sense logically, there's no way I believe Karen saw that footage and said, "Yeah, I
You
got a strong
cannot
feeling this
apply
person."
logic to when you are dealing with people who are dealing with substance abuse and substance use, which includes alcohol. You just cannot. It's not a person who was in their right mind. That lady just now getting help. She was probably drunk when they filmed that strange scene with her and Ray on the bed. We've seen her drunk on Potomac years and years and years. When you have makeup on, you can almost hide anything. We've seen her slur words. We've seen her drink a lot. We've watched the other women get pissed drunk and Karen be okay, which tells you she has a high tolerance. That lady did not watch all of the footage likely because it's hard to watch yourself. But I promise you, James Jackson, that she saw some of that footage.
Okay, okay, all right. I appreciate what Karen brought to Potomac, but she is an old fool. She really
Well,
is.
damn.
She really is. Yeah, okay, so y'all think she saw, okay, and hi Shayna, thank you for being here. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Shayna's channel. It is in my description box, so y'all make sure y'all subscribe to it. Make sure we get that other channel monetized. Get her to joint where she got to blow into the thing in order to start the engine. Those things, I remember first seeing those things when I first got to Arizona. And I remember I didn't know what it was. And I was looking at my friend who was trying to start his car. I said, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he was like, "Don't make me laugh." I'm like, "What is that?" I didn't. Y'all, I was so oblivious when I first moved here and saw that. That thing is annoying.
That's
She is
good.
delusional.
That means you don't drink and drive, friend. That's good.
No, that means I won't get in the car with somebody that would drink and drive. I've never done it. No, I don't drink and drive. She is delusional and entitled. She is.
Yep.
I am. What rich person don't have insurance? Insurance rolls over. You know
Mm-hmm.
what's funny is because I feel like with that car, because Karen, Karen still got that old school 2006 Mercedes, the SCLS class one. Um, I think that car is insured, but this 2017 Maserati that got wrecked, I don't think it was insured. I don't. I think that she bought that shit from like a wholesale and forgot to do the reinsurance. What? Stop laughing at me.
Because you've been saying that for years about that same car she got. He gonna
Karen
let us
did
know
got
it's a
that same.
2017.
Listen, Carrie still got that 2007 Mercedes CLS class she's had since first season, and she got, because I saw it in her driveway when she had everybody at her house. I said, "Oh, there go Karen's actual car right there." Karen ain't full of. Karen ain't got no money like that. Karen has no money like that. Hey, sudden yeah, fellow housewife here. I need a lawyer. Can you? Oh, that's funny. Can you imagine me hearing Letitia over and over again? Ew.
Naya!
Naya. No, I can't imagine that. I
Did
don't
y'all
want to
see that
imagine that.
sweet
I
tea
don't want to see.
allegedly?
I
She
don't want
used
to see her melon drop titties bouncing around talking about some. Ew. No, that's
she allegedly used her VA benefits or whatever to pay off that man's house. I cannot. It's going around all over the internet.
you mean to tell me? Okay,
We got
yeah, I heard this is married to medicine because Doctor Heavenly put that shit out there. That Quad said that they bought that house on the short sale for like $325,000. You mean to tell me? And him and Quad been divorced how many years? Like, isn't it about 5, 6, 7 years now? You mean to tell me that house ain't fucking paid off by then?
That's probably part of the reason why she left. She said, I got to deal with your bullshit. You getting violent and you going broke? No, no. And she left. That's
I'm
probably why she
trying to
was
figure out
investing. 'Cause. investing. 'Cause. 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 'Cause.
Wow. Okay. 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 She's not the smartest um, person. She's not the brightest crown in the box, and
Oh,
she
sweet
showing.
tea.
Yeah, she ain't the sharpest
You
tool.
could tell by how she hold her bottom lip. It
Okay.
reminds me of Bubba from Forrest Gump.
Nope. Nope.
It do.
Nope.
It
I'm
do.
not doing. Nope.
It do. It's okay. She still look good when she got the right makeup artist. I said it. I don't care.
Y'all, we got her. We get to Married to Medicine, y'all. Hold on. I'm gonna read all y'all comments. Y'all is live in these comments. I love it. I love it. Y'all, I'm here for your Married to Medicine review. It's going. It's a lot going on over there. The show is. The
Hmm.
show is. Yeah, she's in her peak. She and her husband have an understanding. Yeah, we all know that.
It's not Slurry County.
Damn, Naya, you own one tonight. I love it. Yes, as Shana says, like the video, everybody, especially if you like what you see. It like we just having fun. We just reading comments because what shit going on at this third part reunion? They could have kept this. Um, Karen says she didn't want to watch the footage. That's because she knew how crazy she looked and sounded. Yeah, we all know that. Oh, poor.
Thank you. Help them see the light.
Fine, fine, fine. She saw the footage. She saw her ass acting crazy and said, "You know what? It's okay." That judge go see it and say, "Never mind, Karen. You good, baby. You going to trial. You finna go to jail for 2 years. I hope you know that." I love you a bit, Saber. I love you to death. Sidebar: Beyond the Gates. I'm getting a vibe that Danny and Bill and Kyle and Mauricio and the Duprees are the Hilton family. Oh, I have to watch that. I have not seen it yet. I'm not too big on soap operas in my adult age. When I was a kid, I used to watch that shit all day long. But as an adult, I don't have the capacity. So I'll watch it. I'll start watching it because everyone tells me it's good. Not the yes, Dr. Heavenly put that out there on her YouTube channel that Quad and Dr. G bought that house on a short sale. Oh, you talking about Karen's car on a wholesale? She did. I know. Y'all act like y'all ain't got no friends that do that shit, that get cars on. Y'all have car dealer friends. Have car dealer friends. I'm telling you, some it's illegal to do. I'm telling y'all now, but I'm telling you, I know I'm not gonna put my friends out there like that, but I've known people who've done that. Got a car on a wholesale. They know
Hmm.
somebody with a dealer license. They got a car on a wholesale. Yeah,
When I had a dealer license, I made a lot of money. That is all I will say. I had a buyer's license.
I was. That's why I wasn't trying to put. I wouldn't say you were the person, but I knew you did. That's why I was all like, yeah, y'all can't tell me y'all didn't sell cars. Yeah. Okay, let me stop. Sweet Tea can do so much better. I never ever believed anything Dr. Heavenly says.
She don't lie. She just says
When
awful
is she?
things.
She just it's over the top and it's obnoxious as hell. But I don't think she's lying about that. In Atlanta, that's actually not that big of a scarce. I've known plenty of people in Atlanta that got their homes on short sales. It's actually very common to do because you can flip them. That's how a lot of people. That's how a lot of money is made in Atlanta in real estate. Is that they buy them houses on short sales and then they flip them and make a lot of money off of them. Yeah, they do it. So I believe it. Coco Goddess, hey DMs. Oh my god, I got a lot of people from the DMV. I love when y'all come through my channel because I be wanting to know so much about the DMV area. I just got to convince my soon to be to move there because he ain't feeling the DMV. He don't want to do snow, neither do I. But I love that area. I do. I love the idea of black excellence and living in that part. The house ain't paid off because Quad left. He couldn't handle nothing after she left. I mean, he did drive a Mini Cooper, so yeah, I can believe it. No insurance for the car because of her record, and Ray too old for a policy without a co-signer. They both are bad liabilities for alleged. I can't even finish reading that. It
But you know what I'm mad about, Coco Goddess? That is so true.
is. That's why I'm laughing.
That is so true. Oh, damn.
The lips, the eyes, the teeth. Y'all stop talking about that woman's teeth. Lord Jesus, she can't help that. Dang. Not the yes. You see, Mrs. Best ain't right for that. Because now that's all I'm gonna be looking at when I'm talking about Married to
Right.
Medicine when I get to the review.
I listen, y'all know I don't mean no. I love that movie, by the way, Forrest Gump. I love that movie.
I can,
But
not now that I've watched it grown, I don't see it the same anymore. I'm like that movie was problematic as hell.
it was it really was. It really was
You
though.
can't tell me that Quad didn't marry that man for money. He was happy to have a young hot wife, and they were in that house, Nike each other head between the washer and
Yeah.
yeah.
I think what I really think a piece, I truly believe, and I love Claude, I'm a Claude fan, but I believe she married him for money, especially how she was back in the day when she first came on the show. And I feel like maybe around the second or third season on the show, that's when she probably started to notice because she was racking in money that Dr. G wasn't making as much money. But the Mini Cooper was a dead giveaway. I had a Mini Cooper for years. They're not that expensive.
But I just feel like here's the thing: what are we classifying as money to the degree? Like psychiatrists make money, they do, but to me, I feel like he didn't have his private practice when they were married. She had to encourage him to get it, and she was the one cleaning up and doing all the maintenance and stuff for his office. So I want to know to what degree are we talking about money? Because I feel like she was there through the hard times too. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I really believe it. I just don't. But we'll, who am I? Y'all give poor little sweet tea a little too much. I don't give her nothing. I don't really care for her, to be honest with you. But I don't like what she's going through in the current episodes. I think
I
that that's
just
a little
don't
too
feel
far.
sorry for her. She knew what she walked into. She getting what she gets. So hey, it is what it is. I hope he's keeping his hands to himself. But other than that, I don't feel sorry for her.
Um, Watch it, James. Is giving Tyler Perry, but better. Oh, okay. I try to watch Beyond the Gates. That's not my cup of tea. It's not for. I can't do soap operas right now. I just maybe when I get a little bit older, I might can go back to them, but I can't do them right now. James, please. We all know she saw it. Okay, 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 fine, fine. Absolutely. I had a dude's license as well, and I stay at the auctions.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely. All right. All right. We got in my seat in the house. I want to buy a short sale so bad.
Me too.
Y'all
Ain't
can
no
buy
shit.
them. I mean, if y'all get y'all good loan, y'all can buy them. Like, what's stopping you? No, I was talking about the sweet tea using her VA. I need to see the proof of that.
I hope she didn't.
Someone send me the public record of that, please. I hope she didn't do that. I pray she didn't do that.
She
Because
might have, because Dr. G is manipulative. And when you're in mental health, like that's why they make us do the whole little ethics. There's like 6 ethics we have to pledge. It's kind of like the oath that nurses take. And I feel like he will manipulate her into feeling like she has to prove herself to him, especially after all the comments she's made publicly about the money. So, oh, it's like, oh, sweet tea. I wish she would just get with somebody else. I don't know why she had to find this old ass man. He older than her daddy, y'all. I can't get over that.
this is me, Shana. Me and you see an eye to eye right now. I thought for sure that house was paid off before Quad, but when he was married to Quad, I did not think he was still paying on that house. So her name better be on that deed. I agree, Shayna, 100%. She would be a fool if her name ain't on that deed.
Right. That's the
More
truth.
money than Quad ever. Yeah, I can agree with that. Bisay one, absolutely. Sweet Season, his access to the money was just crazy to say.
If she would have never said that, she could have had a fair like chance. I do feel like even though she's done some stupid stuff, like it's mostly Dr. G that's doing the stuff that's crazy right now. If she didn't make that comment, I feel like people would be a little more empathetic to her when watching. But
Mm-hmm. Should I also say she married him for money and status? The people he probably was around had money, so it was definitely an in for her. Yeah, I can see that. I can see it. The neighborhood where I'm buying rarely has short sales. Like DC really doesn't. Okay, well, yeah,
I heard it's very competitive to buy in the DMV
I
for
heard
black
that as well.
people. Because one of
Yeah,
my coworkers, he just moved here from he's from DC and he was telling me all these things. I was like, I want to go. I hate it here. I'm sick of California. Come get me, y'all.
Arizona. Sure, yes. Dimples on the man. Thank you for being here. Love popping in to like the video. Say hi. Long day at work today. Headed to bed. Love y'all. We love you too. Get some rest. I got to go into work tonight. So yeah, I'm right there with you, love. Hopefully my day will not be long because I'm ready to get back in my bed and go to sleep. But love you. Thank you for popping in, you guys. So that was pretty much it. There was nothing else that really happened that I wanted to talk about. Real Housewives of Potomac. We actually spent a lot more time here than I thought we were going to do. So we're gonna go ahead and get to my next video, which is Married to Medicine. Since we already started talking about these people, I hope to see you guys all there. But if not, have a great rest of your evening. Make sure you like the video. If you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe to my channel. Also subscribe to Mrs. Best's channel and also Shana's channel as well. All that is in my description box. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.